What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. What we're doing today, we're going to be working on the F-150. We're going to be putting the new trans cooler on, topping off the fluids, of course, because like I said, the last time we were topping off, we were doing oil change and transmission change, or oil change. So what we got here going for is we do have, I'll turn the bright light on for you guys. What we got here is we got a Mishimoto trans cooler. I believe it's universal, but they come with brackets for the F-150s, I believe, here. So we're gonna posting this up onto there. I believe I do got to go from a 1/2-inch hose down to maybe like a 3/8 hose, it looks like. So I'm gonna have to get adapters and stuff like that to, you know, adjust to this to that. Other than that, that looks pretty simple to do. It looks like it just bolts right in, thankfully. But yeah, so let's go get to work, and I might have to get some hardware too, so I don't know what I'm gonna do, so we'll figure it out. Alright, so we'll do that for now, and then we'll test fit it, and then we'll put the rest of the screws in. Just want to make sure this is how it can fit. Probably up further, but I just want to do this for now just to see if it'll fit this way. Alright, so guys, our goal here is to get this thing removed. I am going to have to... look at how thin that runs through there. But, so the main goal for here is going to be to remove this here, which you gotta take, you know, we're trying to cut this off, cut that off there. Remove this guy here, and then we're going to adapt, like I said, to this guy here. Now, how I adapt this onto there, I'm not quite sure yet. But I'm probably not sure how about the brackets on the back side of this thing. That's kind of why I'm going to remove this probably now. I didn't really want to move it now because it's going to be oil all over the place, but what are you going to do? I got to get it off so we can just at least, you know, look at what we got. Alright, so what I'm thinking here, now I'm just trying to see what's the easiest way to position this, where I can get a good grip on, like, you know, mounting it. So I put it right there, or I can do it like this, and it'll be all the way to the back, which is nice, which is probably where it should be. Alright, so guys, this is the idea. We're probably going to cut it, probably this right here. Convert it to the 3/8, go into here. For this line down here, we're going to cut it down there because, like I said, these quick connects, they break, which will happen right here. That happened as the last Danger Ranger. Thankfully, we didn't blow a transmission. So we're going to cut it down there, route a 1/2-inch line up to about right here somewhere, convert it, come back around and loop it right into this guy right here. So that's the plan. She is all stationaried up and everything looks good on that. Like I said, I'm gonna cut it right here, convert it to the 3/8, shoot the rest of the way right in. That should be hopefully a simple thing. All right, so we're gonna be cutting this line here because this is our culprit line, who it's gonna break on us if we don't do this. So what we're gonna do, sadly this is like really close by to this thing. Hopefully we don't break anywhere else. Jesus Christ, come on. Okay. We're gonna make a flare on the tip. Not a huge flare, just a little bit, just for the clamp to grab onto. That's really it. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. All right. So yeah, there's a little bit of spread there, which is all I want. Like I said, it just needs to be something that's just to, you know, expand out a little bit, just for a clamp to grab onto. So I'll just sign at least as long as it goes from like one size to the next size, an 1/8 at least, you know, it's gonna hold. So that's perfect. Honestly, I probably did the other one a little too much on the other side, so this might just be really perfect. Yep. All right, so let's get 2 clamps for this, and then we should be good on that. And I'm just gonna leave the extra here hanging, and then we're gonna, like I said, go get supplies and stuff for up there. All right, so what's gonna happen up here? Like I said before, we're just gonna have this come right up here, convert it like right here somewhere, loop back a 3/8 line to this way, which that should that should theoretically work. And like I said, cut there, convert that to a 3/8, and then 3/8 right to that nipple right there. So hopefully all this works out, and hopefully no pain in the ass things happen during this process here. All right, guys. So listen, hose never showed up, so I just picked up Rango. Rango's in the back, but I had to get some regular fuel hose, which I'm gonna replace this with what do you call it? Regular transmission hose later on in life. But for right now, this is gonna have to do. We'll get her going, and we'll figure out the rest. But for right now, what we're gonna do is cut this off right here. I got the adapters right here, just go bloop, and then right off into that guy with the 3/8. And the same thing with this guy. We're gonna cut him off around here somewhere, loop the 3/8 around right into that guy there, which is gonna be pretty simple. So hopefully get done pretty quick. All right, guys. So I got the trench cooler all mounted up. I got this all here. I got this all hooked up. I got this all zip tied. I'm gonna throw a couple more zip ties to tighten this up a little bit so it's not bouncing all over the place and rubbing somewhere. But other than that, this is all pretty much well put together. Now we're gonna get the car started up and make sure there's no leaks and everything like that. All right, got it all started up here. I don't see any leaks as of yet. Everything so far looks dry still. That still looks good up there. Maybe that's something good. All right, guys, listen, I never recorded an outro to this video, so I'm just recording real quick. So we did get the transmission fluid in. Now, if you're watching this to maybe do it, listen, you take that nut thing I showed you. There's a little dipstick in there. You pull the dipstick out. That's what you use to actually check the fluid. But you pump 6.5 quarts into the transmission pan. Now, if it doesn't get to now if you start pumping in and it overfills, just stop right there. If you didn't put all the 6.5 quarts in, what you do is just pull it out, put the dipstick back in. You can put I don't think I put the nut back on, but I think I maybe like the first time, like when it's full like that, put the nut back on a little bit. Like don't tighten it all the way down, just a little bit, and then start the car up, let it idle, let it get hot. But at that point, listen, as long as you at least got, I think I got like 6 quarts before it started overfilling a little bit. So as long as you get at least hot, I mean 6 quarts in, you're not gonna hurt the transmission. So just get the 6 quarts in, let the truck idle, let it run, let it get warmed up. Then after that, go back down there. Well, actually, you can do this while it's running, because you gotta do it while it's running, and just start pumping oil into it. Now, take that after you pump some oil into it. After you get like the full 6.5 quarts in, take the dipstick, and honestly, if you want to be safe, just constantly keep putting the dipstick in. Just keep checking the dipstick. Like I said, there's on the dipsticks like this big. There's little crosshairs. There's crosshair A, there's crosshair B. Now, when by crosshair, there's like little like little crosses. Like it looks like a net on the dipstick. And it has like an A in the center of it. And when the fluid starts hitting that A area, you're good. Stop right there. Check the transmission temperature. Make sure the gauge is usually where it's at, which is about 177 degrees, 200 degrees between that area, which I'll show you on the gauge real quick. Once your transmission fluid is that thing is basically halfway in the middle, like right in the middle, basically pointing down, or wherever yours usually is at. Unless it's like really hot, don't be that means you have more issues than just this. But basically, just get to that center mark where it usually sits at when driving it, and then at that point, then check it again. Now, if the oil is in the center of the crosshair of the A, then you're perfect. If you're a little over, it's okay as long as you're in A. But if you're starting to get the B, then at that point you might want to remove some fluid a little bit. Like I said, if you're right at the dash of like A and B, you're fine. But you want to be like right dead center of A. I think that's like, because when fluid gets cool, it'll go below, but as soon as it heats up, it comes back up, and it goes right into right where it should be at. So, little advice. Take my advice with granted. Blah blah. Watch more videos, watch more stuff. Take all the information you can get when you do this stuff. So, listen, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like down below. Comment below if you need any help or anything, more questions or anything like that, doing any of this type of work. If that's what your reason you're watching it for. Subscribe to the channel, do what it takes to follow your dreams, don't let them get in your way. I'll see you guys in the next one.